Alrighty, we are back at it. This is Greatwhitenortherner, and we are here with a box of quarters. So this was the other box, one of my other videos. We did a coin flip to see whether I do the dime box first or the quarter box. Ended up doing the dime box first. We had some success there, found some silver, a couple silver dimes in that box. And so I'm encouraged that hopefully we're going to continue to have some success here. So I have checked this box. It is circulated coins and customer wrapped. So again, for those who haven't been watching any of the other videos, the Canadian Mint is actively removing older coins before 2001 from circulation. So we're trying to avoid any of the machine rolled rolls, boxes with those rolls in them, because they're just not going to have anything before 2001. So I've got a bunch of them here. There's a bunch again in these clear plastic rolls. So let's just take a quick peek and see what we have with these. Let's just make sure I can get things to focus properly here. Yeah, it's, oh, there we go. So you can see there's some clad coins in there, so we've obviously got some US coins. I don't see anything else that jumps out at me. But while we're at it here, and before we get started, let's just dig through these and just take a quick look, so as soon as we can kind of see on the sides of them here. That doesn't look like it's got anything, there's no clad. And this one looks like there's a, doesn't really look like a clad coin. It's got that same coloration, but it doesn't have the two-toning to it. That might be interesting to pull out and see what that actually is. Don't see anything else, and there's a clad over here, US coin. Oops, what else we got here? There's another clad coin in this one. Don't see any silver jumping out. There's another clad coin on the left edge there. And another one on the right, and actually on the end. Looks like a US, yeah, a US coin on the end. Not sure what's underneath the elastic. There is a coin there right about here. I don't know if you can see it with the lighting. But it's got a smooth edge, so I don't know if that is a foreign coin. We'll check that one. Let's stick that one back in. This one here, oh, there's another one with a smooth edge. I think you can kind of see it there, so that may be also, or it could just be a worn down quarter, but it doesn't look like the reading on the edge is showing up very well. So that could be something interesting. That looks like it's all Canadian. Let's check this puppy out. Oh, another US clad coin in there. That's about it. I got 4 more of them, so we'll take a quick peek at them all. I don't see anything there. And it's another US clad coin. On this one, it looks like all Canadian, so nothing too exciting anyway as far as first glance goes. There's another, oh, so there's a clad coin in the middle, so obviously a US coin, but right at the end of my thumb here, it's a little bit of an odd coloration. If I had to guess, I would say that would be silver. So that's encouraging. We'll maybe start with that one. Alright, well, I'm going to open this one up. Actually, I guess I can open up on camera right now. Let's pull it out and just take a look here. We'll start with roll 1 and we will see what we've got. Alright, try and do this with one hand here. Flip this over. Try and get that out. Okay, so where was that we saw there? This one right here is the one. Aha, it is too. Look at that. better eye than I thought. So that is, let's just get this so that it can focus. That is one of our centennial quarters. It's 1867 to 1967. It is 50% silver. It's a nice shape, actually. It's got some scratches and stuff on it, but yeah, that's yeah, there we go. Kind of cheated, but first roll is silver. Getting some shadow there. I'm going to adjust my lighting here. I got some lights on behind me, so I'm getting some shadow from behind me. So anyway, some silver there. This one's got kind of an odd coloration too, but I think it's just stained. Yeah, it's 2008. Doesn't look like anything else. Another one that's got some kind of odd coloring to it. And then that US clad quarter. Nothing special. And state quarter maybe is on the back here. Oops, upside down. Yeah, West Virginia, 2000 and is that 2000 and 2005. So I don't know if you can see that. Let me just put my hand behind it so focus is better. There we go. So we got a US and and our first silver. So there's another. A little bit faded one, no, 2004. So I will bring you back in if I find anything of interest in here. I am also looking for some of the variations to fill in my collection, and also any of the lower mintage ones. So there are a bunch of low mint or low mintage quarters that I'm looking at. So they run, I'll just kind of run through the list. So 1996, 95, 94, 93. Are all, you know, well, the 96 is 28 million minted, and the other ones are in the 70s and 80 million. Also 91. 91's a key one, 459,000 were all that were minted in 1991. Then 1990 was 31 million, 87 at 53. 1983 is only 13 million, and then the 72, 71, and then the 70 was at 10 million. So so there are some lower mintage, and I am pulling those out because of that alloy recovery program. And that way, I think they're just going to become more and more rare. I'm having trouble finding anything below 2001 in a lot of these rolls. It's very rare. Most of them are going to be above 2000. So yeah, so I think it's worth pulling them out, and we'll see if they ever get any value down the road. So, all right, I will bring you back in if I find anything else interesting, and we'll move on to the next roll. So I just thought I would bring you in on this roll. This is the third roll. We're just moving through, and I did move all those around so I can kind of work through these ones, plastic ones first, like I did the last time, and then I'll do all the wrapped ones afterwards. Not that there looked like there was too much interesting in them, but this is the one that I did kind of, it caught my eye, and I wasn't quite sure what this was. It turns out that it is just a US. I did pull it out. It is just a clad coin, but for those that were as interested as I was when I saw it, that's what we're looking at there. US quarter, and the date 1989, so nothing too fancy. Just the edge, the way the edge was, the cladding was, you could see mostly just the copper there. So anyway, it's kind of stood out, wasn't anything special, no big deal. Set it aside there. It's another US quarter here. Let's just take a quick look at it. Should just take it out of this thing, but looks like another state quarter, and it is a 2001 New York. Again, throw that one aside, and I don't see anything that jumps out at me here, so I will bring you back in if I find anything. Alright, so I'll bring you back in here. This is, what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like we're 7 rolls in, and this is one of the other ones that I looked at that I thought there were a couple interesting coins in here. So we've got some clad coins. There's a bunch of US coins on the end there. This is the one that I was wondering about. If I can get at it here. This one right here. No, it's just a Canadian 1976. Yeah, it's nothing special at all. Just the side, I guess it's just well worn. You can see all the ridges have been more or less worn off the edge of that coin, so nothing there. There's another one over here that I was kind of wondering about. It's a little off color. inside this US coin. No, it's definitely off color, but it's just a men's hockey variety from 2009. So yeah, nothing there. We've got a US quarter. Let's just see what this guy is. So that is Ellis Island 2017. We'll just check the mint mark, make sure it's not a W. It appears to be a D. You can see that on there. And let's look at these other ones while we're in here. This is a state quarter. So nothing there. And another US quarter here. 1965. We just missed the mark on that one. For silver, unfortunately. Too bad. And this one here. Does it look thicker? Yeah. Huh. Another one of these East Caribbean coins. So found one of these in the last pack as well. I didn't notice that the first scan through, but it's definitely thicker than the other quarters. So that's the second one of those I have found. Set that off up here, and we got a couple more US quarters. We might as well go through them while we're here. What is that? That is pictured rocks. Look for that mint mark. It's a P mint mark on there. If I can get that to focus properly. There we go. And I think there was one on the end as well. Yeah. What we got there? 1977. So, oops. Alright, well, a few US quarters, but nothing else of note. The rest of these all look like regular quarters by the edges, so I'll scan through them. I'll pull you back in if I find anything. I just thought I'd bring you back in. We're on roll 8, just one roll past where we were before, and I just thought I would show you these. These are the War of 1812, Heroes of the War of 1812. They come in two versions. They come without the colored maple leaf, and then of course they come with the colored ones, as you can see here. So they're kind of interesting. We've got a bunch of these coins that have come out over the last almost 20 years now that they've started to colorize, and I just thought this was interesting because I actually got 3 of the 4 all in this this one roll, all with the color on them. I actually have all of these, but I'm going to just hang on to them and check them at the end, just see if they improve on anything that I have. But I think I've got some pretty good copies of these already, so thought I would pull that out. There's actually a whale here as well that it's in pretty rough shape, so I'm not going to keep it, but there's a couple of different versions of this where they frost it slightly differently. You can see the frosting on the underside of the whale there. So then there's another version where these little baby whales are frosted and this part is not. So again, the 2 variants that you can watch for. And that's it. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting that I managed to get almost all 4 of them in that one roll. So on to the next. Alright, so I just thought I'd bring you back in here. We are on, looks like 16 rolls in. And I did find a variety that I need for my collection. It's not a particularly valuable one at all, but it is one to watch for if you're trying to collect everything. So this is a 2003, if I can get this. Oh, did I pull the right one? No, sorry, this is the 2003 here. And try and get that to focus properly. Come on, there we go. So 2003, there are 2 backs, or so not backs, obverse to this particular coin. So there's the 2003 old effigy and the new effigy. So this is the 2003 P. It's a plated steel, zinc over steel, I believe. And then there is a, I just pulled it out of my collection here. There is the new head for that same 2003. So you can see they've updated the effigy on the back, and of course on the front is the 2003 date. So yeah, so there are 2 different versions of that particular coin. So you can see them both there. And so anyway, that filled in a hole that I had not found one of the older heads on that date. So I will add that to the collection. All right, moving on. I thought I had found something of interest here, but turns out it's not. It is actually a 1968, which is the first or last year of silver, where they produced half or part of the year they produced the 1968 quarters in silver, 50% silver, and the rest they switched over to nickel. I did check this one just before I brought the camera out, but I thought I would talk about it again anyway, and it is magnetic, so it does get attracted to the magnet, so it's definitely not silver, and so we'll move on. Alright. Alright, I thought I'd bring you in here for this particular coin. Actually try and use the other hand here so that I don't cause a shadow on here, but so I haven't been getting a whole lot. I am on roll number 32, and it's been mostly new coins, not really a lot of anything too exciting. Most of the stuff has been 2001 and later. This is a 1999. This is one of the first times, I think actually it is the first, oh no, 1992, they did a series with a different front on the coin. Sorry, a reverse on the coin. And so this is the monthly series. It is November, and you can see it's 1999. And then on the back, there's a Mule version of this, where the back is actually a proof striking. Or not, sorry, not the back, the obverse is proof striking. So this is not, this is just a regular strike on here, but it is something to be watching for. When you are searching through your coins, you want to look for the November and September of the 1999 dates, and they both have a Mule version that has been found. So watch for those as a variety, and again, not too exciting, nothing else really in here. I will keep digging through, but hopefully I find some more silver before the end of the box. We are still stuck on just that one that I found earlier there, the Centennial coin. So alright, we'll come back in next time I find something. So just coming back in here, I have down to my last two rolls there. I'm on my 47th roll as I start searching through this one. I did find a 1978 small dentical quarter. It is one that I've talked about in previous videos, so I'm not going to go through it all again. You can go back and look at some of the earlier videos if you want to kind of see how to identify this versus the large dentical version. You are looking at the pips around the outside of the quarter, and so there's more on this one than there are on the large dentical one, obviously. So anyway, it is worth slightly more. Not a particularly valuable coin. I have found quite a few of them in the first three boxes that I have coin hunted, but I will pull it out and set it aside with the rest of them. So figured I would pull you in on that just because there's just nothing else that I have come across in any of these coins. These coin rolls feel very searched. I have the last 30 have not really yielded much of anything out of them. Not even you know, the odd US coin, but very few of those even, and certainly no low mintage coins from any of these rolls. So anyway, I think they probably were searched and returned to the bank, but that is the risk that we take when we get customer wrapped coins. So anyway, that's it, and if I find anything before the end, I will bring you back in. Otherwise, I'll do a recap at the end of the video. Alright, moving on. Alright, so that does it for that box. I've finished all the rolls. We got them all checked out there. As I said, not very much to report in the last 30 or so rolls. Nothing exciting. So what I do have here, though, is a good number of US quarters I pulled out. I'll scan over them here, but they're fairly, like, they're all common dates, 1990 and 2000, a bunch of the state quarters. So again, nothing in particularly great condition. So they'll just go into my collection of US money, and I'll set that aside. I did get that East Caribbean coin, which this is the second one that I have picked up. And newer coin as well. Oops, where's the date on this one? 2017. I think the other one was a 2017 as well. So a little thicker. again, I might just throw it back in a roll and roll it back up, but I already have one. I have the silver coin here, so I'm not sure why I went out of focus. There we go. So I did pick up the silver commemorative coin. That's a 50% or 50% silver coin, and so that was the find of the box. That's certainly one I was happy to get. I got that very early in that first roll, and so happy to have that. Add that to my collection. And then I did pick out a few of the lower mintage ones. I have the 1978 small identical that I just mentioned in the previous clip. I have the 1987, which is a lower mintage, about 53 million, so I got a couple of those. 1990 has about 31 million of those, and the 93s and 95, they are up around 74 and 90 million respectively. And then of course the 2003 with the younger version of the Queen Elizabeth head. So that was nice to get. It's marked with a P as well, and so that adds to my collection. I do pull out all the 1973s, the commemorative Mountie quarters, just to check for the large head design. These are all the small head ones, so I'll be throwing those back in. And then I thought I would just hang on to these. I wasn't really collecting any of the colorized coins, but I thought it'd be certainly fun just to take a look at them. For those of you from the States who maybe don't see our Canadian coinage very often, you might not run across these, and they are kind of interesting. They've done a really good job of making some very interesting coins. I love this poppy version here. And also even this one, both Remembrance Day quarters. This is the very first one that they made, the 2004. Was the very first one in existence actually, where they made a colorized coin here in Canada, and but it's the first thing around the world where a coin was made with a color on it. And so these ones had a bit of a problem with these center poppies kind of wearing out and losing a lot of that color. So they've changed the way they've done the process, and it's a lot better now. It holds much better. There's another pink ribbon here. And then some of the newer ones where they've added some color, so there'll be a variant with and without the color in this animal series. And then of course I actually did pick up the fourth one in that War of 1812 Heroes series. I just kept the colorized ones. The problem is that, so these I think have around 6 million minted each of these. Some of these around 3 to 10 million depending on where it is. About 10 to 15% of the overall mintage was done with these colorized poppies on them. So they are rare, but they're so obvious that most, pretty much the average person has got a bucket of them lying around somewhere in Canada. So lots of people pull them out of circulation. So they're not really super rare, but you do see them up on eBay in good condition. You can get a little bit more than just a quarter for them. People are willing to pay for them because they are hard to find. So especially now as more and more people pull them out of circulation. So anyway, that's it. Nothing else to show here. So I will call it a day on this box, and I got another quarter, so that is out of 3 quarter boxes I have got at least one silver. I got a silver out of 2 of them, and then the dime boxes I got 2 as well. So I'm yielding some nice surprises out of these, and so I will keep doing these quarter hunts. And I'll try and get a few more boxes for another hunt in the next week or so. Alright, take care everyone, and thank you very much for watching, and hopefully like and subscribe if you're enjoying this series. I guess I should start saying that. Obviously, love to have you guys follow me along on this journey, so please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Alright, thank you very much, and you guys have a great day.